Okay, greetings, patriots, Starseeds light workers, and of course our very brave military. Welcome to 1776 United, and we're in a worldwide and galactic revolution. And I want to say I'm Alex West, and today is the 21st of January 2026. And my oh my, do we have a lot of things ripping away right now. So let me just get right to it here. So there is an intense war posturing for the planetary control. What I mean by this is that we have basically three alpha males, Putin, Trump, and Xi Jinping, all working their powers for humanity to take the power away from the deep state and give it back to their people, the good people of this planet. But that being said, they are still vying and posturing for real estate control. So we basically have a imaginary borders um, that each alpha male will respect, because right now there is no lines drawn in the sand, and that's why we have a lot of deep state bullshit go on. I'm not going to say deep state. Let's just say there's a lot of activity in each other's back door, and that's going to be all respected very, very soon. Putin, Xi Jinping, and Trump are positioning battleships and carriers all around the world to then negotiate their peace treaties. Excuse me, peace treaties to say that these are the um, lands that we will protect for the people, and that's why Greenland's being taken. Excuse me, Greenland's being taken, and Venezuela's being taken. Mexico and Cuba and all the neighboring, and Canada eventually too, and I'll explain why. You don't think that the Iranians and Venezuela and the Mexicans, even the Canadians, and even the British and the Germans and the French will love Trump after what he's doing uh, for their countries and liberating the people and allowing them to become rich and free of communism? Now, I don't think that Trump's going to be involved so much in England or France or Germany, because that's all kind of in Putin's backyard. But he is going to be taking care of North America and South America, and he's going to protect those countries from the tyranny that's going on. But people are out there saying that Trump is doing Israel's dirty work. Let me explain all this. Iran has been responsible for millions and millions of deaths around the world. They are a Persian, old, ancient Persian ideology, and they basically come in, invade, and conquer. They don't care how where the bodies lie. So this has all got to be removed. Okay. So you're witnessing right now the communists, Chinese, Democrats, and the globalists all trying to slaughter Christians, poisoning and starving humanity. They're all being taken down. They're basically, there is no mercy for them right now. It's only the mentally ill that cannot see this worldwide genocide for the last 10 years. Okay? How much more in your face can we get on this? It's everywhere. Also, the commander has given the green light to activate the EBS. Democrats are a vaccinated death cult, and they're going to start feeling the pain. If not, they haven't already. And they are, when I say a death cult, they enjoy, abortions and killing their babies, and that's what they do. That's the communism way. And that's what I mentioned again, going back on uh, China when I was there. Everything looks beautiful on the surface, but it's absolute evil that what goes on underneath the streets of China. Okay, and now Commander has given the activation for the EBS. Also, he's activated the Insurrection Act, or he will be activating the Insurrection Act, because this will bring in the military, which is very, very special operators that will be coming in and taking care of these insurrectionists and paid for agitators. They're professional, and they move around the especially around the states right now to cause riots and chaos everywhere, damage and everything. This is their not just mind control, but this is who they are. They're very well organized, and they're there. And then of course the dum dums that get them assimilate to that and get all excited, then they want to they want to join. Canada, under communism right now, is under the communist Chinese control, soon to be liberated. Now, we're not seeing it as Canadians. We're not seeing it or feeling it, or maybe we are. I mean, just remember, their mission is to keep you enslaved, keep you poisoned, keep you sick, and let you die. And this is what's going on in Canada with this maid assisted suicide. They'll no problem, won't cost you a dime, and then of course they'll give you assisted suicide, and whatever happens after your death. And I've heard some pretty horrible things that's happened. This is communism that we live in today inside Canada, and our commander's not going to put up with this shit. They're going to bring in the military and start cleaning it up, because, like I said before, every puppet politician, corrupt, satanic, corrupt politician out there has a Chinese handler. Okay, now I'm going to tell you something here. Canada is not just under the communist Chinese rule or control. There is Greenland and Venezuela, where under Israeli control, now soon to be liberated from their communist hands to the patriots. Okay, so this is why Trump is going after these countries, is to clean out the deep state strongholds, which was very, very apparent with Venezuela, Colombia, Mexico, Panama. And we need these strategic spots to protect, because a lot of the child trafficking was going in through Panama. So that they needed to get control of that, so they can, basically do security checks and investigate all these ships that are coming through. Not just there, but all the way north through Mexico and Venezuela, Colombia, and they need to be, have the rule of law and order, controlling their country, because there's a lot of deep state actors still playing. This is the same thing that's going on with Greenland. Greenland has got, I know they have underground cities, because I seen it with my own eyes back in the 50s when they were putting it on TV, and all of a sudden it disappeared. It was massive. So those are deep state strongholds, and that's why they're trying to protect it. And all these European countries that are coming up there with their very, very weak leadership and sending out small groups of military from their countries, they're just clones and NPC military, mind-controlled troops that throwing uniforms on them and trying to perform a force of strength, and they got nothing. Trump has to take these countries back, because in order to control it, it's not about the minerals and rare earth minerals and assets that they have. It's got nothing to do with that. It's got everything to do with security. And the libtards are trying to twist it and turn it into all kinds of stupid things. Massive wealth will be transferred from the satanic globalists to the patriots very, very soon. Banks are freezing accounts as military are shutting down deep state controlled banks systems right now. They're being shut down. 107 is J.J. John F. Kennedy Jr. and will be taking off his mask and all his clown suit, whatever, and become vice president of the new world. Eventually, our liberating commander, probably, Trump will probably step down or step aside and hand those presidency over to John F. Kennedy Jr. J.D. Vance is a deep state player. And, along with, and you might have noticed a while back, he was giving big hugs and kisses to Erica Kirk. Well, they're both in the same. They're both deep state operators, and he will be exposed very, very soon. They did this to basically open up the people's eyes and activate your intuition. A lot of people noticed all that, and they were right on point when they did mention what was going on with all that. Remember, you patriots. Remember, you patriots. Hang on, I just lost it. Remember, you patriots are not just a worldwide movement. You're a frequency. Redemption centers and are heavily protected by the global military. Foreign currency holders will be asked to sign a strict NDA. That'll be a military NDA to get your money. And here's the list of companies or corporations that you do not spend your money at. You'll take your money and invest it in all these other things, in humanitarian work or whatever. And of course, if you're into humanitarian stuff, you will be put on the priority list for the medbeds that are being rolled out this year. Lots and lots and lots of things are happening this year, okay? It's very, very cool what's going down. Now, medbed clinics and locations to be open for the public very, very soon. And like I said, special forces are rolling into position right now, getting ready for this blackout takedown of the targets that they have been assigned to take out at this point. The show is basically over now, and now it's basically arrest time. And of course, the new show will come on, which will be held a new news station at Gitmo will be opening. I guess it's called GNN, Gitmo Network News, and that's basically a new station going to be taking the place of the old lying mainstream media of yesterday. And they will obviously be disappeared. They'll be shutting down, and the lying reporters and anchor people there will be held accountable for their crimes against humanity. There is no mercy for the achrome and the trafficking pedos. There's going to be no mercy for these bastards. You are going to be hunted down like rampant dogs, and you are being hunted down right now. Anyone that is incarcerated or out on with this list, this pedophile list of um, perpetrators or, uh, you know, that have been already convicted pedophiles are going to be, and they're out on the loose or lamb, they're all going to be identified to the public, basically. Biblical judgment is here. There is no more games, and enough is enough. And the people have had it. We're all sick of the bullshit, and that's why the military is going to step in. The fireworks are just about to begin. I mean, I just want to say that one last thing about this here. The wicked is about to feel a horrific pain, okay? Also, Greenland, deep state strongholds is just one of the many underground black operations that will be taken down. Now, in my final remarks, I want to also say that what's going to be happening very, very soon is all to do with the 13-month calendar, God's calendar, that's coming. And we have to basically move our timelines from the 12 months, 30 on all these 30 days or 31 days. That's all gone. We have to start doing and studying the 28-day month, which being April the 1st being the first month, so on and so forth. And then between June and July, there will be a month called Soul, and each month will have 28 days. It all aligns with our stars, our frequency, everything is about it, and that's going to be a big healing factor for a lot of people. Now, that being said, March 1st is New Year's Eve. So we are ramping up because this is the 21st of January. We still have February and March to go through, right? And this is no more kicking can down the street. This is basically how this is unfolding. We always had to wait until this came into play. So expect lots of things, and the first day of the new year is going to be April the 1st. We still are going to have very, very a lot of wild things go on between now and then, and just hang on to everything. Get your food together, get your water together, get your silver coin together, get any type of copper together for coin, or even gold, or whatever the case would be, because the fiat currency is about to crash, and the banks are about to crash as well. So make sure whatever cash you do have, take it out. You don't have to kill your account. Just keep enough in your account so it can match up with your QFS when all these new redemption centers. Remember, the banks are shutting down, but all the accounts that are in those banks are going to be transferred over to the redemption centers. And then any of the banks that have assimilated with the new, operating QFS will be brought back up online. And of course, they'll be there to serve the people. Anyways, my time is up. God bless everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.